Good morning. This is Dale Kitchens from the edge of farming. I farm in the southern plains of West Texas in Lubbock and Linn County. I farm 33 farms of cotton and sunflowers. Today we are going to look at our deep tillage, deep ripping operation. This is a procedure that we do to break the hard crust and make our soil very pliable, make the texture more open so that when the rains do come, the water will penetrate into the subsoil level and will give us the best yield possible on our land. Now today we've got a 425 horsepower track machine pulling this parabolic deep ripper. We like these track machines because the track has a very long footprint. As you see here, there's a very long footprint on this track. Bogey wheels flex for a smooth ride, but what the track machine does, it does not compact the ground as it puts the horsepower to the ground to pull the big plow. They tell us that we can take an egg and put it 2 inches below the soil surface and the track machine will not break the egg. And so a track machine has a real advantage in this kind of application when we're putting high horsepower loads to pull a parabolic deep ripper that will open up the porosity of the soil. So we got our 425 horsepower track machine, and now we are hooked to a 23 shank parabolic deep ripper. Now we've got multiple sets of gauge wheels here. We've got 8 gauge wheels and then 2 more in front to keep it level. These 8 gauge wheels retain a consistent depth of plowing so that the field is left in a uniform condition. Now let's look at one of these parabolic shanks here. So here we have our parabolic deep ripper shank. Again, they are spaced 20 inches apart, which gives us enough space that we open up the porosity of the soil, and now when it rains, that water can percolate very quickly down into 14-15 inches and get into the subsoil, and then it will capture and not run off of the land. And so this is why we really like to run these parabolic deep rippers on our operation. Now behind our deep ripper shank is the treader. This treader breaks clods. Now this year we don't have as much of a clod problem, big clusters of hard soil, but this treader, as it turns, it will break the clods and again leave the surface in a more uniform manner. Now behind the treader, and also, also the treader does another step. It closes up the hole a little bit to keep from losing moisture by evaporation. So as the treader throws some soil back, then behind the treader we have our coil packer. And so again, this helps to seal the top surface and leaves these little small trenches. But now then we have a very uniform topsoil and still have our land in position that it will receive beneficial rain. The objective in good high yields and the optimum yields is to have your soil in as uniform a condition as possible. Constant uniformity turns to high yields, and so this is why we do this, so that we won't have any hard spots in a crop that is much shorter and less in production. This way we will have optimum production over every inch of our land, and so this is what we strive for. So this is why we run this deep tillage operation with the track machine, with the parabolic shanks, with the treader going behind, and now firming up just the top just a little and sealing and closing up so that it's just more in perfect condition for rain. Well, that's all for today. Dale Kitchens here. We have forecast of 40 to 50 mile an hour winds later on today. And of course, I didn't say another big advantage of this operation, this brings clods up to the top and keeps wind erosion from occurring on our land. Now then our land will stay consistent, it won't blow, and so we have many benefits of running this deep tillage operation.